Hello there, Sagittarius, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and today I am doing a bonus reading for you, Sagittarius. You were one of my top views for last week, so I'm doing a bonus reading for the overall energies for your week of August 9th. So first of all, thank you so much for watching and commenting and liking and subscribing. I really do appreciate your support. So let's jump into your reading and see what we have. We're going to start with your animal spirit. Let's see what we have there. The moth energy. Okay, so the moth energy is about, look at the color of the moth. The moth is green. It's about thinking that things are greener on the other side. About flitting a little bit too much, about wanting to go towards the shiny thing. It's about like not wanting to do the work, and this could be emotional work. It doesn't mean necessarily physical work, although it could be, but it's about wanting things to be easier than they are. So you could be going through a situation right now, whether it's a work situation, family, friends, romance, or, just a situation with yourself. It could even be a health situation or something. And not really wanting it to be kind of over, not wanting to put the work into this situation, wanting it to go away, kind of a sense. So, I don't know, say, you're in a situation where you have to lose some weight, right? It's like, oh, I just want it to go away. Isn't there a quick fix? Isn't there like a pill I can take and the weight is magically gone? It's about not wanting to put the effort into this situation or relationship, whatever this is, and that'll resonate differently with everybody else. On the bottom, you have the Phoenix. So the Phoenix is kind of what your soul is calling you to do, is to do the work, to move away from this moth energy, to get back into your heart space. A lot of times, doing like creative projects or, going for a walk in nature. With the Phoenix, it is sometimes that you're trying to clear karma. With the moth energy, you could be trying to clear karma. The Phoenix has to do with your root chakra. So it is about spending time in nature, walking barefoot if you can, in like grass, or sand, something like that, eating red foods, working on your first chakra, because it could be that you have something that you're trying to heal, either from childhood or a past life, that is causing you to not want to really look at the situation or work on it. You're just wanting like a quick fix, okay? So we're going to do some tarot. We'll get some more information. All right, so you also have chaos and conflict. So that goes really well with the moth. Like there's some situation in your life that's causing you chaos or conflict, and it's like you just don't want to deal with it. You're hoping you can shove it under the rug. That's the message I'm getting. And you may be saying, oh, this is not for you. This situation is not for you. It's kind of like that flight, fear and flight, like wanting just to get away from this. You may be saying to other people, this is not for you, but the truth of the matter is that this is something you need to deal with. Dark thoughts. Yeah, this is possibly triggering a lot of dark thoughts, a lot of fears and anxieties, regrets, that you have either in this situation or a situation that occurred a long time ago, possibly in childhood or even in a past life. This situation is triggering something inside of you. Something, that I really get the sense that you need to have compassion for yourself. Like realize you did the best that you could at the time. And not, to think, oh, if I had been a different way, then I would have been a beautiful butterfly instead of a moth. I get the sense that you're kind of regretting a situation or how you handled the situation, and you're kind of like just festering on it, but it's about letting go of that. Part of it is letting go. And then on the bottom, we have a creative endeavor. You know, once again, one of the ways that you can work on the root chakra, um, you know, the root again is the very first chakra. A lot of times our childhood wounds are held in the first chakra. So it's about getting back into your inner child. Creative endeavors help to do that. Just drawing, painting, you know, knitting, sewing, whatever you enjoy doing to create new things will help with that, because that's something that we really encourage children to do. But then we grow into adults and we're not supposed to play with creative endeavors anymore. And for some of you, you know, it could be even you know, trying to play music, or you know, theater. It could be even starting your own YouTube channel. It could be anything, you know, that is really coming from your heart, something that brings you joy, something that will help you to, you know, process your dark thoughts, because when we are creating, we can move out of our head and more into our heart. And it's about that. I really get the sense that there's a something that you need to be really compassionate with yourself about. Like, just realizing you did the best that you could at the time. And I get a sense that you feel like you didn't do what you should have done. Okay. And that could be part of it, is that, you know, you could have childhood wounds around, you know, people telling you what you should do or how you should act. And now you're kind of like almost holding yourself to some kind of level or expectation that is, you know, possibly just, you know, unrealistic. Just giving yourself compassion, I would say, is the true message that I'm getting. Giving yourself compassion, and perhaps the other person in this situation, if there's other people involved or something, it's about putting compassion back into this whole entire situation, including for yourself. Okay. So, since this does, I wasn't going to do a past position, but this does seem to have something to do with something in the past. So I'm going to pull a past position. Empress. Yeah. Okay. This creativity, you know, stepping into your own power, being really nurturing. This is a motherly type of energy. Doesn't, you know, gender doesn't matter, but being really creative, you know, homey, that type of energy. So, you know, it could have something to do with something that you wanted to create. You know, you could have been wanting to create a family because, look, she's pregnant, right? It could be that you wanted to create a business, you know, a creative endeavor. There's something that you wanted to create, and we're going to clarify these. So possibly, you know, you have some regrets about something that you wanted to create that didn't come into fruition or something like that. So we'll clarify, see what that is. Your present energy, Two of Cups, really nice. Recognizing, you know, that there is a soulmate. So I feel like this is a relationship with this Empress and then the Two of Cups. Realizing that this person is a true soulmate. Does not have to be romantic, but can be. But that this person is on your path for a reason. For some of you, it could have something to do with your mother or a motherly figure or a child. Okay? However that resonates for you. For some of you, it could be romance, but I'm not necessarily getting romance here, but it could be. So we'll see. And your obstacle, Hanged Man. You're not surrendering to this. Once again, you know, like I said before, like you're holding yourself or this other person to some high level of expectation. Instead of just surrendering to this relationship, you may or they may be trying to control this situation instead of just like letting it flow, right? And because of that, there's chaos and conflict. It's perhaps about not embracing this situation. Really interesting. Okay, let's see what the advice is. Six of Pentacles, trying to bring balance into this. I think it's interesting too because there's two women here. They look to be about the same age. So it could have something to do with a sister, a friend, a peer. But once again, I think it's really interesting. I think it's about bringing balance into this Two of Cups energy. I'm getting a really feminine energy here. And once again, with the Empress, mother, child, grandmother, motherly figure, mentor, peer, could be a friend, co-worker, could be a partner, a business partner, something like that. Once again, it does not have to be, but I feel like this is a strong feminine energy. Like all my cards are female on here. Page of Pentacles. Learning something new. This can be also an offer from this person about, trying to bring this into balance. Really interesting because there's a dragonfly. I have never noticed that. Dragonfly on that flower. I think it's interesting that you have the moth. Okay, turn it around, Susan. You have the moth. You have the phoenix. You have the dragonfly. All signs of transformation. Like you're transforming this relationship. You're seeing it in a new way, or they are seeing it in a new way. On the bottom, Ten of Swords. This relationship has brought a lot of pain. Two of Pentacles, trying to decide which way to go, but there's an offer of love here. An offer of looking at it in a new way. There are some secrets that you don't know. There's things happening behind the scenes. There could be your angel spirit guides are working to help bring you two together to end this chaos and conflict. With the moth energy, seeing things greener on the other side, you could be looking at other relationships and kind of like thinking they have it. Like, I'm going back to this Empress energy. Like you may be feeling like your friends have better connections with their mothers or their children. Or I keep getting, because it is a woman that's pregnant, and that's why I keep coming back to that motherly child energy. Because the moth is kind of like, almost like a jealousy, green with envy card, thinking other people have it easier. Like you feel like other people, other friends, or other people have easier connections with their mother or their children, and you want yours to be easier. You feel like, with this Ten of Swords energy, like it's a lot of work. But I think that part of your soul path is having to work to not have easy connections with your mother or your children, however that plays out for you, resonates with you, or family connections. Like it's on your path to have to work through these relationships. Like you have to do the work here, because this is clearing out some karma. You're thinking it's not for you. Like, okay, this connection's not for me. Or you could be feeling as if easy family connections are not for you, but that is not true. You are working right now on transforming this, about trying to take the easy way out and dismissing these connections very easily and transforming them. And with that, you are transforming yourself. Really deep spiritual work here. I know. I keep getting messages about, like, this is really important. You know, we had the Two of Pentacles, like choosing, do you work on this or not? Because if you don't work on this, it's not going to go away. That's the message I'm getting, Sagittarius, and it's probably not what you wanted to hear. But it's like you have to work on this. Like, this is one of the reasons you're here, is to work on these connections. And they're not going to be easy, and I cannot believe it. The Empress is clarified by the Empress. And for me as a reader, this is a message from my guides that I am reading this card correctly. Okay, so this Empress energy stands for some motherly figure. You could be the mother, or you could be dealing with a mother, or a person in your life that is a motherly figure for you. And that connection. And trying to birth in a new connection with this person. Like, you know, that creative endeavor. Right? Trying to birth in a new connection, realizing that whatever has happened in the past has happened in the past. Let it go. Like, you're going in a new direction. You're choosing to go in a new direction. You're choosing to put love into this situation and realizing that it is on your path. You're almost like following the moonlight forward. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles here. Star. Yeah. Deep healing at the soul level. Like, this is by helping to change. I'm getting the message that, you know, you could look at your North Node, Sagittarius. You can look for that online. You can, you know, you put your birthday in and it'll tell you your North Node. You may want to look at that, or your Cryon. Because it is part of your soul path, and by working on this this relationship is also going to clear out ancestral karma. So you are actually carrying some karma from past lives, or from your ancestors. This is like really kind of deep spiritual work that you're doing. And by stepping into that power of working on the situation, of bringing it into balance, what you're doing is clearing out a lot of karma from, you know, the past, either your past or your ancestors' path. It's about breaking ancestral patterns. And this is something that you need to do, or else the situation. So you could look back and perhaps, like, you know, maybe your mother didn't have a good relationship with her mother. You didn't have a good relationship with your mother. And now you may not have a good relationship with your daughter, or something like that, depending on your age. But, you know, it's kind of like there's an ancestral pattern here. And part of your work here is to realize that, you know, the person that you're in conflict with, or the persons, that you're all soul mates, that you all are here playing a role. You all signed a soul contract to go through this together, and to heal the situation. And even though it's difficult and you're wanting a quick fix to it, it's not about that. It's about truly transforming this, about working out this karma, this situation, bringing justice into it. Okay, Two of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So you're not feeling extremely confident within this connection. There's something that is holding you back from your energy. And on the bottom is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's, you know, it's kind of like you're trying to, I think you feel abandoned, or someone feels abandoned here. And it's about regaining your strength in this situation. And with the Queen of Wands, just Queen of Wands this way is feeling very confident and everything. But this situation, this Two of Pentacles situation, makes you feel unconfident. in yourself, may trigger insecurities within you. And that is what you're trying to, okay, I'll go in this direction now. I don't want to deal with this. This person, is triggering me. You may be triggering this person too, because you are a soul connection. You both may be saying, "Ooh, yeah, don't want this. I'll just not have this person in my life anymore." But that is exactly what you're not supposed to do. You have to kind of like work on this connection. Okay, let's see what your obstacle is here. We have the Hanged Man, Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're having a hard time surrendering to the situation and putting down the burden. It's almost like if you hold on to this burden, it's also become like part of you. You may have actually even kind of incorporated this into your own life. So say you didn't have a very good relationship with your mother. It's almost like you've defined yourself as not having a good relationship with your mother. It's kind of like you've made it part of your persona. You may, I don't know, like, it's, you may bring it up in conversations with people, or you may talk about the fact that you don't have a good relationship with your mother. Part of the reason is because you're trying to work this out. You may be sharing that with people, or you may say, "Oh yeah, I don't talk to my mother. She's not for me." That type of thing. You're trying to end it, but your obstacle is that you can't drop the burden. It's like, this is not going away. Okay, that's the message I'm getting. Your obstacle is that you are not going to be able to drop these burdens. You have to surrender to this journey. You have to surrender to the lessons that you have to learn in this situation. There's no getting out of it, Sagittarius. Now, you have free will. You can kick the can down the road, right? You can kick it down the road for a while, but it's just going to keep coming back. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles. Learning something new. Learning something new and speaking the truth in order to bring this into balance. It's like a conversation over tea. Look at this. Like you may have to invite your mother or your daughter or whoever this is, this motherly person. You may have to invite them to tea, lunch, phone call, whatever. It's about you have to express some truth to them, and they in turn will express some truth to you. Like you are learning from each other. Really interesting. You are learning from each other. And it's not like a huge conflict. I have never noticed this before. There's a man, I think it's a man, standing on the spout of this teapot. Okay, I'm going to read this a couple of different ways. First of all, the two women could be mother and daughter, father, or mother, daughter, son-in-law. So the daughter's, it could be either the mother's husband or the daughter's husband. Okay, it's kind of in conflict here. Or it could be a mother-in-law, right? Mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, son of the mother-in-law. There's either a person, male figure, I would say, because that looks like a man there, male figure that is kind of in this triangle of people. Really interesting. Or I am going to say that if this is like a mother and daughter, this could also be like a deceased father or deceased grandfather or something like that. this could be someone that is, passed from this life, that is trying to bring the two of you back together. It's about having a conversation. And look, at this is not swords energy. This is not conflict. We have chaos and conflict, but I think the chaos and conflict is happening behind the scenes. I think when you have this conversation, it helps to bring this union back into balance, because we have the Six of Pentacles there. And I just saw the Sun card on the bottom. Really, yeah, it brings the two of you together. This conversation, it's not a heated conversation. It's like a clearing of the air. But by clearing the air, it's almost as if, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands here with the 8. Yeah, it's about working on the pain in this situation. Yeah. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Temperance, Star. Oh my gosh. Hierophant, Five of Wands, putting the conflict down. This is beautiful energy. Just beautiful. It's about learning this Page of Pentacles. It's about learning something about this person, learning about this, even this relationship, the significance of this relationship in your life, about how understanding this relationship and the triggers that it has caused you with its dark thoughts. How, this relationship is transforming you. You may not want to go through this, but by doing so, you rise from the ashes in such a beautiful, beautiful way. Because look at this. We have the Temperance card. Once again, divine intervention. Somebody possibly, is bringing this connection all together. Working it out, the alchemy, give and take, compromise. Looking at this from a different perspective brings in beautiful healing. And look at both of these have, compromise. They're both pouring the water. Compromise. Nurturing. The star, the water is being poured onto the ground, and it helps to nurture the planted seeds here. With this Page of Pentacles, it's almost like she's picking the seed out of, the flower. Picking the seed out, recognizing that there is something that can grow here. Even though for some time you may have thought, no, this isn't for me. This is too hard. I get the sense that you thought this is too hard. But look at this, Hierophant. True deep knowledge, changing your belief systems, understanding that this connection is meant for you and that it is a deep soul connection. Lots of healing here. Understanding that the healing that goes on in this connection helps to transform generations ahead for you. For your children, for their children, like you are ending a cycle that has possibly been in your life or in your family's life for a very long time. Wow. Sagittarius. Really deep readings I'm having today. Really deep. So I'd love to know, in the comments below, like if you're willing to share, how do you resonate with this? Who is the person that is, you need to heal of this connection with? Really, really deep. Okay, so this is your cosmic journey. Really interesting because this is definitely a cosmic journey. Wanted, universe creators. So it says cells, organs, body, species, planet, solar system, galaxy. Yeah, it really is. Look at it's like the generations This is really something that is going to heal not just you and the other person or persons involved in this situation. It is going to heal generations. It's going to, you're ascending, you're helping to ascend, you're helping to really heal the soul's, not just your soul and the other person or persons involved in this situation, but the souls of generations in the past, and the generations to come. It's kind of like, helping to ascend your whole entire soul tribe. You're bringing the ascension level up so that then you can move on to working on other lessons. Really, really interesting. Wow, Sagittarius. Okay, let's pull your Lover's Oracle card to finish this reading out. I do hope you enjoyed this reading. I really did enjoy doing it for you. It's been a different type of reading for me, so I really did enjoy it. And if you've enjoyed the content that I've created here or resonated with the message, once again, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. Okay, so here is your Lover's Oracle card. Now here, it's a romantic connection, and this could be a romantic connection, but soulmates can don't always have to be romantic connections. But let's read the message. Beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. And I think that that's the message that I'm really getting, is that this is like a twin flame connection, but perhaps not a romantic twin flame connection. It's a true soulmate connection. And what you are not liking about the person that you are dealing with, they are triggering things within you that you don't like about yourself. And I've been in that situation, and it's really hard because when you're saying, oh, I don't like blah, blah, blah about that person, you somehow start to realize, yeah, that's what I don't like about myself. And it's about transforming that, like working on it, understanding why you are that way and how you can heal those wounds. And it's not about taking the quick fix. It's not about popping the diet pill, right? It's about putting the work into this. And I do feel like, it is work, but it's not going to be really hard work. I mean, I don't see like a lot of obstacles on your path. It's almost like you have tea and you clear the air, and it's like almost magically transformed. And, it is. It's about realizing that both of you are kind of mirroring each other. I'm getting the sense that is kind of interesting. If this is you and like your okay, for some of you it could be you and your mother-in-law or you and your daughter-in-law. And it's almost as if you're the male in this, okay, has actually married somebody that's very much like their mother. And it's kind of like, ooh, like you're almost like too much alike. And you want too much of the man in the situation. And you can switch genders and all of that. But it's like this person is stuck in the middle. Like these two are kind of like too much alike too. Look at how much they look alike, but it's kind of like they're so much alike. They want so much. They love this person so much. They both want so much for this person. I'm going to say him because of the illustration, much for him. But yeah, it's kind of like there needs to be a clearing of the air. That's all it is. A clearing of the air and recognizing, hey, we both love him. Okay, if you're resonating with that storyline, we both love him. Or we both love each other. It's really about we both love each other. We both want the best for him or whatever the situation is. Really interesting. Well, Sagittarius, I am going to leave it there. I do wish you lots of love and light in this situation. I hope to see you again really soon, too. Bye for now.